Well, I actually agree there should be some qualifying system for sure. I think if you look at other major sports, you don't just roll into the US Masters without qualifying, or Wimbledon or any Grand Slam tennis tournament. So I'm all for a qualifying system. I think what's happening now is, I guess we're in a process of change. I like the structure we're getting in the sport. So you have your marquee races, your World Championships, and then the next tier down you have your regional championships. So you've got your Asia Pacific Championships, European Championships, and US Pro Champs, and then you've got your standard garden variety events. So I think the point system and then the prize money reflects that. The more important the race, the greater the prize money and the greater the points. That seems to make sense to me. I think every system needs, it's only the first year, but I'm all for a qualifying system. That being said, I guess I wasn't impacted as many as some, even though I got sick, because as a past champion I only had to validate. I didn't have to qualify. So not that I just go to validate. I race to win, or race to do the best that I can. So even when I went to Coeur d'Alene, I was trying to put out the best performance that I was capable of. But I'm all for. I think it adds structure to the sport, and maybe there needs to be some tweaks. But at the end of the day, we all found out about it last September. And as a professional, part of your responsibility is to schedule your season. And I think if your goal is to race in Las Vegas or Kona, then you need to qualify. So you need to go to the races that have the most points. Lucky if that's your choice, that they also have the most money. So as a professional, you're trying to make money. I'm not going to say the system's perfect, but I think, it's prestigious and adds status that you have to qualify to race. And I think, I don't know if the ladies agree with 30. I think 50 sounds like a good number for the men, to be honest. I guess that's up for discussion, but in principle I agree with a qualifying system. What I would say though is we need to be careful that we don't over-race at the Ironman distance. Maybe some sort of system where 5 or 6 WTC races count, maybe 2 51-50s, 2 or 3 halves, and 1 or 2 Ironmans. Whatever. I think we still need to sit around and discuss that. But Ironman racing is not like 2-hour racing or 4-hour racing. It's a big preparation and a long recovery. And if we want to protect some of our greatest assets in the sport, which are the athletes, I think we need to look after their health and well-being. That being said, I'm all for a qualifying system. I think you should have to qualify to race the World Championships at both distances. They're the marquee races. And I like the fact there's regional championships as well. So you've got Phuket, there's the Asia Pacific 70.3. Melbourne will be the Ironman. Asia Pacific Championship, you have Wiesbaden and Frankfurt, and you have Galveston and New York now. So, it's all the big sports, have structure to them, and I think you need to qualify for the biggest races.